Hello everyone, this is Jason from Primetime Aquatics, and I have got a fish store tour for you. This is Ray's Tank in Northglenn, Colorado. We stopped in there when we were in Colorado, and boy, am I glad we did. This is one heck of a store with so many rare fish. Some of these fish are just, the values on them are crazy. Check this one out. This is a marbled gar that we saw right when we walked in the door. It's a massive display tank. We got stingrays in here. We've got black arowana. We've got all kinds of stuff, and I'm going to show you the fish throughout this store, and it was absolutely awesome to see so many unusual fish. Here you've got the albino red-tailed shark. Just some things that you don't often see. This store, while they specialize in a lot of monster fish and oddball fish, they still have some of your more common type of tropical fish for people who have what I would call normal size tanks. But if you are just a fish lover, you're going to absolutely love seeing this stuff. This was another display where they had the albino fire eels, and what they really specialize in is a lot of the stingrays, and some stingrays that I'm not a stingray expert by any stretch of the imagination, but these freshwater stingrays were very, very cool, high-end, super healthy, and this is what Ray's Tank has been really specializing in now for a long time. And to see these guys as healthy as they were and so many different varieties, that was pretty darn cool. This was pretty darn cool. This was a platinum bichir, something I had not seen before. It was probably around 6 or 7 inches or so. And like I said, it's pretty cool to see fish that you don't normally see. Here we had some butterfly fish. I just talked about these in the background. And of course, we've got the gar right here, but some of these fish you don't often see. Here's some albino arowana, which are pretty darn awesome. These fish get pretty large, and so a lot of the fish that you're seeing here, I was asking them, hey, just what kind of customers are coming in and mostly buying your fish? Here's some nice discus. We've got the albino heckelei right there, and these are a lot of customers with tanks with many, many hundreds of gallons, if not thousands of gallons. This was cool. They had electric eels, and I was asking them, well, how do you catch them? Like, very, very carefully. They said they try not to touch them when they're netting them out. Often they'll put them in totes, and they've got these really large bags that they put the fish in when they're dealing with more monster fish like these guys. Arapaima, you need massive tanks. I was asking them, hey, when your customers come in, what do they have? They have tanks that are thousands of gallons because these arapaima can get 8 feet long. I mean, they're massive monster fish, and of course, they let us watch them eat, which was pretty cool. They were saying how on this tank gets almost a complete 100% water change just about every single day because of the bio load in here and just how much they eat. I have never seen fish that go this crazy for food. I would have to say, of all the fish I've ever seen, these guys go absolutely crazy for food. You got some clown loaches in the back there. And again, we've got some more gar. These are going to be very, very large fish, need monster tanks, of course. Just as these will, the albino pacu, the iridescent sharks, again, what they're catering to is not the person who's like, oh, I've got a 300-gallon tank. A lot of these fish, that's not even close to large enough. What they're catering to with a lot of the fish that you're seeing here are the upper hundreds, if not thousands of gallons. The peacock bass here, these guys were very big. Kind of hard to get a feel for how large they were because you've got some pretty large red hook silver dollars in the background and some other fish in here like the gar that are also fairly large. But these are some of my favorite cichlids. I absolutely love them. I just don't have tanks anywhere near big enough for them. And they've got the smaller fish too, like the green phantom plecos. They were in outstanding shape. I absolutely love these fish. You can see the knife fish in the background, some paradise fish in there as well. So the other ones that I haven't seen these in forever, the elephant nose fish. In fact, we were just talking about them on either a live stream or one of the podcasts that we did. You got the blue phantom plecos. I've actually got 3 of those in our fish room. Fantastic fish. They grow pretty slow, don't get super large. But yeah, we were just talking about these elephant nose not that long ago and how unusual it is to actually see them in a pet store anymore. They used to be everywhere. Here's some smaller peacock bass, just some really cool fish. And they're going to get big, so you got to be a little bit careful. They had a whole row filled with flower horns, and so if flower horns are your thing, they had some young flower horns, probably around 3 or 4 inches or so. These are fish that I always think, you know what, if you're going to keep them, keep one in a 75 or a 125 by itself. It'll be happy. They're not really fish that go well with other fish, so usually best on their own. They've got the Lake Tanganyikan fish. They're just starting to really bring those in. So we've got some gold ocellatus here, as well as some other Lake Tanganyikans. And I showed you some discus earlier, and here's some more. They had a few tanks that were filled with discus. And like I said, sometimes I kind of skip over the fish that are a little bit more common, because I don't know how many people want to see platies and just swordtails and that kind of stuff in a lot of the fish room tours that I do, or fish store tours that I do. So I try to focus on the things that are a little bit more unusual or that are really standing out. Really nice peacock cichlid tank here. They had some nice ones that were colored up, that weren't juiced up like you see at some pet stores, which are nice. Angelfish selection was pretty cool. You got the platinum angels here, decent size, looked really healthy, which was nice. And again, they had a nice selection. And here you got the marble platinum angelfish. Then you got the platinum goldfish here. These guys were so funny. They were so active, and just goldfish are goofy anyway, so they would just look like they wanted to eat. That was their game plan. You got the pigtails here. These are some of my favorite, but again, this is a fish, keep them in a group, but they do have teeth. They do get aggressive. I mean, you could make an argument that this could also be a species only tank for a large aquarium. And like I said, just want to show off, hey, they've got guppies. They've got some of the common stuff that you might want to see. They had a whole bunch of female bettas and a female betta sorority tank. And so I can't recommend enough. If you get a chance and you're in the Denver area, where Northglenn is very close to Denver, this is a place worth stopping by. And the people there were really nice. Really, really cool fish to see. And if you've got larger tanks, this has got to be the go-to in this area. I haven't seen anything like this in quite some time. So thank you so much, as always, for being here. Hope everybody has a great week, and we'll see you next week.